Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of Thursday Premiere Night, hosted by All In Pickleball Gym. I am your guest tonight, I am your host tonight. I am by myself tonight. Maybe we'll have some guest people queued in to speak with me, but I am Tori Much, and I will be taking you along the journey tonight of our open format for episode 13. Even though it is open, we have all men's teams signed up tonight. We have 8 men's teams, so the bracket is a little bit smaller tonight. Still some really good talent and really deep talent, but that means no buys for the first round. So we will start it right off. Everyone will be on court. As always, we have a stream going for each individual court. You just won't get to hear my beautiful insights about all the games that are happening if you are not on this live stream. The live stream here with me will go to an all-in volley zone so you can see all 4 courts, and then we will hone into games as they have exciting points happening. So thank you so much for joining in tonight. I will do a little claimer right now before we get started. Please subscribe to this live stream YouTube channel. Our goal is to get to 500 subscribers, and we only need about 50 more. So if you could just hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, that is super helpful to us, and we would really appreciate that. I will remind you a couple more times during this stream, but figured we'd start out with that. And I will introduce our sponsors. Tonight we have Elders Helpers sponsoring us. They are a local company that always sponsors our pickleball events, and we really appreciate them. And we really appreciate all of our volunteers as well. Everyone doing camera work, everyone doing referee work, everyone doing score work. It takes a village to put these on, and we appreciate all the work that everyone puts in, including our amazing live stream team. Tonight we will have Pat and Jeff, per usual, doing stats for Championship Court. So we will definitely be checking in with what they're seeing as the night goes on. And for now, we'll just start you off in the all-in volley zone. So let's get these teams introduced. We don't have any new players, so everyone is returning. Everyone is trying to win that $800 tonight and get their automatic entrance into the grand event, which would be March 21st, where they can win up to $3,000 in prize money. So this is for money tonight and hopefully even more money in the future. We love some good money. So that will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, as you saw on the screen there, on the 21st. So let's get into the teams. Even though everyone is a returning player, we do have a couple new matchups, actually quite a few new matchups to Thursday Premiere Night. Not that they haven't played together often. We'll go through it, starting with our 1 and 8 seed. Our 1 seed is Sam Khalid and Nick Romano. Nick Romano has played frequently with Connor Mogul. Tonight he is playing with Sam, who has played with Kyle Worthy and someone else. I'm blanking right now. So both are returning players. They come in at our number 1 seed, and they are playing a new team to the Thursday Premiere Night, which is Caden Young and Jared Sweet, both super athletic players. So I'm excited to see what they can put together on the court against a very strong number 1 team. Let's zoom back out here to the all-in volley zone and go down to the court 3 matchup, which is our number 2 seed, Jaron Faltanowski. No stranger to this broadcast. We've seen him a lot. He's got that backhand Tootsie Roll. He is playing tonight with Sam Trent, who has been a winner in mixed. I'm not 100% sure if he's been a winner in men's yet. Either way, he's always going far in the bracket, so they are going to be a really strong team. Excited to see them play together. And they are going against Andrew Christman and Dan McConnon. So Dan coming back again as he played last week. He is one of the owners here at All In Pickleball Gym, so we're excited to watch him play with his scorpion shots. We love to see those. And he's matched up with none other than Andrew Christman, who is known for his forehand. He will rip that thing and you will not even know what happened. So look for them to make some crafty shots, and we'll see what kind of a game we can get from the 2 and 7 seed. Let's zoom back out and go into court 2 really quick. Court 2, our number 3 seed is Kyle Worthy and Jordan DeWeerd. Both players that have played here multiple times. Excited to see them play together. I don't know that I have, so look for a lot of athleticism from both of those two guys as well. And they are matched up against Connor Mogul and Chris Walker, our number 6 seed, who came in with matching outfits. Like, what? You can't get better than that. Like, I love it. I'm here for it. I hope it serves them well. A new partnership for Thursday premiere night. I do know they have played quite a few rec matches together, so excited to see what they bring. And that will bring us to championship court, where we will start tonight. Our 4 and 5 seed, I'm really excited for this matchup. So we have Zach Chambers in the blue t-shirt playing with Alec Timmerman in the purple. And they are playing our team in white over here. We have Brian Brooks with the Selkirk shirt on playing with Jace Land here. And they have played in some next gen events together, so some APP younger pro type tournaments. So a seasoned team together, and although they are seasoned, Zach and Alec have actually won tournaments together. So also a team that is familiar with each other, and this should be a really good matchup. So we're going to start here for a little bit and see what's kind of going on. Good hands by Zach there, but pops it up, and Jace is able to put that ball away. Really good placement by Brian there. Takes a little bit off, but angles it just enough that Zach can't quite get to it. And it looks like Brian is playing with one of the new Selkirk paddles. Different than what he's typically playing with since we've last seen him. Another really good take by Jace. Jace has been pretty aggressive on the left side to start this game out, and it's been pretty effective for him. Just takes that a little bit long as Jace and Brian elect not to stack to start out. Some really good defense at the kitchen line there from Alec as they get the side out. And Zach will serve up the ball here. And they, our 4 seed, will also elect not to stack to start out. We'll see if any changes are made depending on how the game goes. All 4 players very well versed in both sides of the court. Really good counters there from the team in white as they are able to put that ball away, even with Alex. Good couple of saves there. Serve will be just back, so we'll get another side out here, and let's see if Jace can get some more points on the board. Really good, almost inside out there. Held it a little bit longer than they were expecting and pulled it. Let's go see what else is going on. Let's tune in to court 2 here as our 3 seed has quite a big start at 3-0 against some seasoned players here. I will reintroduce the players. Kyle Worthy wearing blue, Jordan DeWeerd wearing the red shirt, and then we have Chris Walker with the hat on and Connor Mogul in the same outfit but no hat. And that is a beautiful shot down the line there. I don't think Chris saw him hitting that, and great ball. Oh, maybe it went out. Sorry, guys. Wow, really good hands by Jordan as he fended off quite the attack and elects to hit a lob that goes just back, but still a really great shot. Really great hands at the net for him, and some nice attacks for Connor and Chris on that one. And just hits another one long, so we are tied up on court 2 here. Let's see if our number 6 seed can take the lead. Chris playing back a little bit and letting Connor take the line, and has some really great defensive saves there to keep him alive in that point as they take the lead. Let's check in with another court here as we head back out to our all-in volley zone so we can get people introduced. Let's go down to court 3. Here we have Dan McConnon in the navy blue shirt here, about to serve the ball. Andrew, I believe, is wearing a bright blue shirt. Andrew Chrisman, his partner. Jaron Fultonowski, the man that just hit the ball with the long sleeve gray shirt on and forward hat, as Sam Trent has the long sleeve gray shirt on and backwards hat. Dan hits that serve just wide, and that will be a side out. They did get another point on the board there. Really great shot by Jaron there. That is his bread and butter. He loves to hit that backhand and catches Dan a little bit off guard there with that shot. And that ball goes just deep, and Jaron is looking very aggressive on the left side there, really bringing the aggressive dinks and attacks. Let's head back out real quick and check in on our court 5, our 1 seed versus our 8 seed. So we have Caden Young in the white cutoff. He is playing with Jared Sweet, who is wearing a purple shirt. He's just off the screen here. They are faced off against Sam Khalid, who is wearing the black shirt, and he is playing with Nick Romano in the gray. Our 1 seed looks to have a little bit of a lead here as Nick serves that ball just out. Not my fault. I guess it is my fault because I'm the only one talking tonight. Sorry, Nick. Oh, a little love from the net there for Sam as Jared can't quite pick that ball up over back the net. They go up to 7-1 here. And I think that is a side out. So let's see if Caden and Jared can string together some points and close off the gap. Big overhead from Nick there as he finishes off that point. And a couple missed serves on this court since we've been over here. Let's head back out to our all-in volley zone and see what we've got going on. Let's go to court 3 as Jaron and Sam are serving for game point here. Wow, really great hands by Andrew and kept that point alive, and then Dan finishes off with one of his crafty down-the-line shots. And they will fend off the game point. Let's see if they can string some together on this side. Oh, wow. Jaron hits a really nice flick at Dan, and he hits his favorite shot, the Scorpion, right back at him, and gets a great defensive point there. Andrew splits the kitchen there, but is not in the kitchen. However, his shot does go deep, and we are at game point once again here. for our 2 seed. And that will be just wide off of Dan's paddle. And our 2 seed will take game 1. Let's head into championship here for a couple points. Always right when the point ends, I think. A big drive by Brian, but Alec is there to fend it off, and they get the side out there. Oh, crafty from Zach there, pulls it just middle and gets a little bit of a tag, and they will go up 8-5. It is interesting. I would say Alec and Brian especially are, they love to play a setup dink game, but can both hit a very heavy ball. And yet this game has seemed very fast paced from what I've seen. So got some partners that might like a little bit of a faster ball, and it seems to be working for our 4 seed. A really great slice cut dink there from Zach. Just takes his time and really cuts it. Brian had to pop it up to get it back over, and Zach's able to put that ball away. Wow, a really good serve right off the back line there. And we are at game point on 2 courts here, as we have court 5 also up. And that is a side out on championship. Game point averted, and it seems like 1 game point was also averted on court 5 here. Let's see if they can get a side out for our 8 seed. And it is. Let's go back to that double split screen here, as we have 2 games pretty close. A much more patient point there on championship court, as we saw lots of dinks and then a good attack, and Jace tries to scorpion defend it off but just misses it wide. So we are back at game point again for also the number 1 seed on 5 as well. Oh, and great setup there as Caden's able to put that ball away. Oh, sorry. I wasn't watching that whole point, guys. Sorry. But it looks like our number 1 seed does take game 1, as well as our number 4 seed taking game 1. Let's head into court 2. Looks like a really close one on that one. Our number 3 seed is currently up and serving. Oh, wow, just missed, but such a great ATP by Chris, and then really well defended by Jordan, and is able to finish off that point when Kyle hit another really great shot, and the ball goes just wide. Really good reach in by Connor there, as he just reaches in and flicks the ball right at Kyle, and Kyle's unable to get around it for that point. They will get a side out, see if they can make a couple points here and tie the game back up for our 6th seed. Chris playing a really defensive game, but very far off the kitchen line. It's an interesting strategy, as him and Connor seem to be playing a very split stance type of But it works really well for them there, as Connor is able to finish off that drive that Chris hits, and they get a poach and put away. Just misses wide there for Chris. I like the idea. Trying to go to Jordan's backhand there, but keep him deep a little bit, and just misses that line. This will be game point for our 3 seed. Good look by Kyle there. Hits it just deep though. Still have a second server here. Jordan will serve up the ball for game point attempt number 2. Another really good ATP from Chris there, and Kyle isn't quite able to get the ball back up over the net. So our 6th seed is still alive, still kicking, and they are looking to tie the game up and win it. Oh, crafty shot there from Kyle. Rolls it just at Chris's chest, and he isn't quite able to block that. Second server here for our 6th seed. Big overhead from Kyle. That one isn't coming back as Chris tries to fend off some tough shots. And we are back at game point attempt number 3 here. And that will be game number 1, taken by the 3. Let's head into court 5 as a turn of events here. Our 8 seed is up 7-0 against our number 1 seed. Looks like they took a quick timeout, but we are starting back up here. Let's take a look at what our 8 seed has done to change the game. Oh, and tags Caden just in the shorter there from Sam. And they will get a side out. Let's maybe split court 5 and 3 here as a match point is nearing the end on court 3. But it does look like our 7 seed is able to fend that one off, so they will get a chance to put more points on the board here. Oh, big overhead from Jared on court 5, but just misses it wide. Oh, and Dan just misses his scorpion long on court 3. Nick gets a little love from the net there. Looks like Jared is asking our ref if that ball was in or not. Not sure what the call is there. Oh, big backhand flick from Jaren, there on court 3 as he finishes off that point and gets the side out. Our 2 seed here on court 3 will look to finish off this match by getting a couple points here. Let's see if they can complete it. Not that way, says Andrew, as he puts that forehand overhead right away. Andrew says Sam's drive is in, so they are up 10-4, and this is match point here on court 3. Oh, wow. Dan hits the deck on that one. Beautiful lob to end the game as Andrew isn't quite able to get it over. And our 2 seed will be our first team to advance into our semifinal round. Let's tune back into court 5 here as our 1 seed looks to be stringing together a couple points. And a really great defense to offense point there for Caden Young as he blocks a couple and then goes ahead and backhand attacks that shot from Nick. Wow, and another really great defensive point for Caden and Jared there as they are able to get a side out on the 1 seed and look to finish off game 2 potentially. Force a game 3. And that one will go just long. Another side out here. Let's head out to the all-in volley zone here and see what else we've got going on. Yeah. So we have Sam and Jaren, our number 2 seed, defeating our number 7 seed in game 1 here, headed to the semifinals. Great game, guys. Yeah, you're looking at the right spot. Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Hey, guys, good playing. So have you guys played together before?
No, actually, maybe rec play, just turn like little money balls, but actually not on the same team. I don't think
we played against each other a lot.
Yeah, I don't ever like playing against Sam. So.
Great. So what brought this partnership together?
I would say we actually been meaning to play for probably a year or so. It's just people's schedules and whatnot hasn't worked out, but this one ended up working out really well. So
Great.
Definitely happy to have Sam here.
Awesome. What's been working for you guys? I don't get to watch all of your games, so what was really effective for you two in this last game?
I think probably just controlling that tempo, playing a little bit more within our abilities, not giving them fuel for their fire. But no, I would say just execution. After we got into a rhythm, it was just controlling that tempo.
Yeah, and it looked like, Jaren, from some of the points I did see, it looked like you were hitting pretty aggressive dinks and really trying to push them off the line. Was that something you guys had talked about for this team in particular, or a strategy you're trying to imply while playing with Sam?
No, I would say it's just how I personally play. It's just swing through it. So, no, I'm definitely more offense oriented, and Sam obviously just the defense king, gets everything back, and also his two-hand freaking rip is just ridiculous. So,
Awesome. So you guys are going to play the winner on court 2 here. Any preference on who you want to see in your semifinal matchup? You guys are right next to him.
No.
I know all 4 of those guys. They're all friends, so.
Can't say anything too much, huh?
No.
And it looks like Kyle and Jordan did take game 1 and are up big in game 2 here. So whoever wins this match will be your semifinal match up. If you guys have any comments on this next point, I would love to hear them. Well,
all right. Kyle, stay tuned.
Maybe we should stop watching.
All right. Well, good luck on your next round, guys. Thanks for chatting with me.
Thank you.
All right, we have 2 game points, match points actually going on. One on championship here and one on court 5. And it looks like our championship court has fended off the match point. So after a huge run and start from our 8 seed, Kaden and Jared, they have not scored another point since we left their court, it seems, as they were up 7-0 to start. Oh, and look at that. That was like an anti-announcer jinx. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, but that one I didn't say anything, so doesn't count. And that will be the match. Our number 1 seed does take down our number 8 seed. So Nick Romano and Sam Khalid will move on, and they will play the winner of this championship court game. And Zach hits a really good ATP off of that dink. Brian isn't quite able to get that defended, and they will get the serve back, our number 4 seed, to try to finish this match out in 2. Good defense there from Jace as he puts that ball away at probably 50% for him, and it works really well because it goes just to Zach's feet. And another really good attack from Jace there as he catches Alex backhand in the middle there. So our 5 seed has fended off another match point. Oh, wow. Big backhand again from Jace as Brian has a really good block in the middle of that point to keep them alive, and here they come. A timeout will be taken, so we will go down and chat. Are our other guys on yet? Not yet. All right, we'll wait a second, but we will chat with the winners of court 5 eventually here as they catch their breath. And our 6 seed, it looks like, on court 2 is coming back a little bit as they have scored a couple points here. Oh, just misses that defensive lob there. Let's head back to that split screen as Championship Court is also back out of their timeout here. These are 2 courts left. Both of these teams looking to make it to the semifinal round. Oh, wow. Alec has a great read off of that line shot from Jace and forces the second serve. And that will be a side out on Championship Court. Match point. And that ball goes just deep. So our next team in the semifinals will be our 4 seed of Zach Chambers and Alec Timmerman. And I think I hear them. I think I hear Nick and Sam. Are you guys on? Okay, hey guys. All right, so we have Sam Khalid and Nick Romano, our number 1 seed, taking down our number 8 seed, but not after a huge run for the number 8 seed there in game 2. What adjustments did you guys have to make to pull out that W?
Hey, I just had to listen to Nick. Whatever he said, we made some adjustments on the returns a little bit, but yeah, we made just some adjustments on the return.
Gotcha.
And anything that Nick was saying, I was like, yep, and it was working. So why would you not?
Wow, that's great, Nick. What else were you saying? Goodness.
No, I don't know about that. I think he's giving me too much credit there. Midway through that game, Sam just kind of said, settle in. We got to, focus, resettle, slow the game down a little bit. And I think that was the difference. They went on a big run, just kind of popping the ball, driving the ball. And we settled down, slowed it down a little bit, and then momentum shifted pretty quick. So
Is that the kind of game you two are trying to play together? Maybe a slower setup game to put away the end balls, or do you guys look to play a faster game? What's your style out there?
I think it definitely depends on the team we're playing, but yeah, I think we like to slow it down a little bit, wait for the opportunity, and then kind of pounce on the right ball. But I think it depends on the team a little bit.
Yeah, I agree completely. It's just team dependent, right? You gotta change it up. Just it worked in the first game against the number 8 seed, but we had to change things up in the second game, so it wasn't working. So yeah, I think it's just team dependent.
Awesome. And then have you guys played together before? I don't know that I've seen you two together.
Yeah, we play almost weekly, so we just haven't played tournaments together.
Okay, awesome. So you guys just decided to try this one out, give it a go?
Yeah, we play a lot with Ian and Mariano in Ann Arbor, so we've been trying to set this up for a while, and there's one more, so yeah, we wanted to link up and
awesome.
Get it done. So we're excited to be here.
Great. And you guys are going to play our 4 seeds, Zach and Alec. Any thoughts going into that game?
No. Whatever Nick says goes.
What a good teammate you have, Nick. My goodness. I wish people. Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So still a close fight here on court 2 as we get the headphones in our next winner's ears. And all right, so we have Zach Chambers and Alec Timmerman on the mic. Hey guys, it's Tori.
What's up? I hit a button. Hopefully the mic didn't turn off.
You sound good.
I think we're good.
I can hear you.
What's happening?
So you guys are back again. You've been successful in some previous tournaments. Are you guys are looking good out there? Is everything feeling good, flowing right?
My notorious shakiness for the first quarter of a 3-game match is usually something I have to fight through. So I got through it, legs loosened up a little bit, and started playing a little bit more of my game. So felt good for me.
Awesome. And then I have Jeff and Pat here as well. They wanted to ask you guys a couple questions as they did some stats on your game.
I know Zach always likes to come over my shoulder and check out the stats, but Zach, you played a phenomenal game, almost errorless, really. You were there. I mean, you were really sharp. And like Alec, I think you mentioned it, started off a little slow, but really you guys played a very clean match. Kind of took control, didn't really overpower anything, just had an answer for almost everything. And in the errors, kind of on the other side of the net, kind of cost them, and it was hard to come back. But you guys played a phenomenal match. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we felt pretty good. I think the main focus was really just trying to stay within ourselves and not force the issue. Keep balls alive and give us chances.
Yeah, we saw that reflected in the stats. You know, they had more speed ups than you, and about a comparable number of winners between the teams. But you guys both looked like you were starting to really feel it and find the zone, and it was a real pleasure to watch there.
So next you play Sam and Nick. Is it strategy the same, a little different? What's your thoughts?
I just got to get to my game. That's all I care about. My strategy doesn't really waver a lot depending on who I'm playing, unless you got somebody with ridiculous reach like Brian. So he's always somebody that I'm really on my toes with. But my key is play my game and move bodies around and just stay alert. I think that's the toughest thing jumping into a tournament, and just the first couple games is being as alert as a lot of these players are. Some of these guys come in just locked in, ready to go, and for me that's pretty tough. So I just got to keep my eyes open, keep my feet moving, and just play my game. That's all I'm really focused about.
How about you, Zach?
Yeah, I think big thing for us is we got to stay consistent. Both these guys are really good. They're really consistent around the net. We just can't force the ball. If we can stay within ourselves, wait for opportunities, and then capitalize. The biggest thing is just not making mistakes that we didn't do in game 1. If we do that, we're fine.
Well, great.
Right on. Well, thanks, guys.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thanks,
yeah, good
guys.
luck out there.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you in the semifinals. All right, so quarterfinal game left is within 1. I mean, crazy comeback here for the 6th seed. And we will stay tuned in this game as they're in a timeout. And the winner of this game will play Jaron and Sam for semifinal number 2. In the meantime, we will be headed shortly. Semifinal number 1 will get started shortly here. But we want to see the end of this game because we are on court 2, and court 2 is chaos court, and court 2 is notorious for game 3s, and we love game 3s. A good roll there from Kyle as Connor isn't quite able to pick that ball up over the net. And our 3 seed will take the ball back and look to finish this in 2. Good look down the line for Jordan there, but doesn't quite commit. I think he saw Chris covering it pretty well. Laid off a little bit. Wow, what a patient dinking point from Chris and Jordan there, and really good counter from Jordan as he is able to take that speed up from Chris and get that right at his feet. So this is Jordan serving for our match point and an entry into the semifinals. And a missed backhanding from Connor there will end the game. And our number 3 seed will move on, and they will play our number 2 seed. So we will talk to them shortly as our semifinal games both get started here on Championship Court. We have our 4 seed and our 1 seed matching up. So that's Nick Romano playing with Sam Khalid. They are playing Zach Chambers and Alec Timmerman. And then we will have our 2 seed, Jaron Boltanowski, Sam Trent, playing on Court 2. They will be playing Kyle Worthy and Jordan DeWeird. And that we'll have it separate stream if you want to keep on either one court. We'll probably stay in a split screen and then zoom in on certain points here. The back draw will be going on, so each court has their own stream. If you are looking for a team that did not make it into the semifinals, they will be playing for points on the other 2 courts, so go ahead and tune into their streams. We are going to head down to talk to Kyle Worthy and Jordan DeWeird, our 3 seed that was victorious.
Hey, guys.
Hey, you're in. Okay, hi, guys. It's Tori.
Hey, Tori.
Hey, great win there. That was a grinder on the last game. What'd you guys have to do differently to pull out that W?
I don't know if we did anything different. They were just firing away. Chris found something, and Connor's a hell of a player, really tough guy too. So heck of a match between them. We just got lucky on the good side there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you guys played together often?
Wednesday?
Yeah, that's the MO.
Oh, amazing.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. That's great. Is there a strategy that's been working really well for you guys?
We've been mixing it up a bit.
Yeah.
We came out ripping everything, and Kyle got hot and scored a bunch of points. And they, caught up to his speed, and we had to grind some points out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, you guys are both great at both of those things. You guys are going to be playing Jaron and Sam. What are you going to look to do in that game maybe differently, or as you approach that team to try to get that win?
Gosh, it's a East and West versus East and West team. So I know Sam's game, played with him a few times, played against him a bunch. I'm sure Jordan's played with Jaron and against him a bunch. So yeah, we know those guys a little bit, and we'll just see what we know against them.
Yeah.
Use that.
Think on your feet, right?
Yep.
In the game. Well, great playing, guys. Good luck on your next semifinal, and I hope you get the dub.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I will preface this. I hope everyone I talk to wins. I am not biased, I swear. All right, so everyone is warming up here. It looks like Championship Court, sorry. It's not, I guess it's technically Court 1, but Championship Court 1 will be starting a little bit ahead of our Court 2, I believe, just as that game got out a little bit quicker. This should be a fun one. I mean, I think on Championship Court, we've got 4 guys that have all the power in the world, but also are very good at drop shots, very good at dinking, want to grind points out. So I'm curious how all four teams or all four players will approach this matchup. It might be a little bit different of a look. I don't know how frequently Zach and Alec might have played Sam and Nick as a team. So starting off with some dinks. All right. So feeling it out with the grind game to start the match. Love to see it. And a nice, slow, well set up point for Alec there, as the 4 seed will take the side out right away. And another really patient point and a great leave. The leave was by Zach Chambers in the blue, playing with Alec Timmerman in the purple there. They are playing Nick Romano in the carbon gray shirt and Sam Khalid in the black shirt. Wow, really great flick from Nick there. Kind of a misdirect almost. A little flicky misdirect. Love to see it. Still seeing a very patient game here from all 4 players. Definitely curious to see if the team that starts to control the pace ends up getting some quick points here. We shall see. Real quick here, I'd like to give a shout out to GGF Pickleball Court Solutions, owned by our stats guy, Jeff. He will help you with any questions you have if you're putting in a pickleball court, if your township or anyone is looking to put in courts. He can help you with all the details of that. A very knowledgeable resource. Thank you so much for sponsoring. Wow. Not only super patient points from all 4 of these men, but also great leaves. I mean, a lot of these are really tempting counters, and they all have really fast hands, so they can be there, and they are just letting these out balls go, and it has been, all 4 of them have been very good at that so far to start this game. Also, a quick reminder, we are trying to get to 500 subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you are watching, can you just hit that subscribe button for us? Turn on the notifications. You'll know every time we start streaming, and that will be a great help to us. We are so close, so every subscriber counts, guys. Thank you. Ball goes wide there on the dink, and Nick will serve it up. These players are looking to advance from the semifinal to the final and hopefully win the whole tournament tonight, because that gets them a seed into our final big championship premiere night. That will be Thursday, obviously, the 21st of March. That is for all the money. So you get $800 if you win tonight, but if you win on the championship night, you get $3,000. And there will be a chance to get that in mixed and in the open division. So big prize money coming on the 21st. And if you are in the area, or even if you're not, that would be a great event to come and watch. I mean, every person in that bracket is going to have won one of these events or been winning enough of the events to have enough points to be in that draw. And that means the level of play is going to be extremely high and really fun to watch in person. It is free to watch here. There's concessions if you're hungry and need dinner. We love the crowds as always. So keep that in mind. Mark that day on your calendar. And we are super excited for that. Okay, looks like a score discrepancy potentially, but it looks like Ray's got it all figured out. Thank you to Ray Zamora, our ref on Championship Court, as always. And we have started on our semifinal number 2. Just taking place on court 2, we have Jordan Weird in the red shirt playing with Kyle Worthy in the blue shirt. And Sam Trent has switched his shirt, so he is wearing a red shirt with backwards hat playing with Jaron Fultonowski in the long sleeve gray shirt. Wow, still some really patient points here on championship court as these players are really taking their time and setting up shots and looking for that attack ball, as they know everyone's hands are so good at countering. Some really, really good pickleball points going on championship. Big drive from Jordan there, as they talked about starting with power and then potentially switching it up, and the power they have started with. And another big drive from Kyle that time as they tie up the game here in game 1. Let's see if they stick with the speed or if they take a note out of championship court's book and slow it down. And big serve from Jordan. Goes just deep for Jaron. A super short return for Sam to start that point brings the speedsters up to the net, and they play a very patient point, wait it out, and Sam is able to get the winner on that. So that will be a side out, but not before the 3 seed puts a couple points on the board there. Couple errors from our 2 seed to start out this game, it seems. Missing some line shots just a little bit. Look for them to hone that in, maybe switch up their game plan a little bit. And a quick side out with no damage done for seed 3 here. And that ball goes just wide there, but another really patient point as we see, I think Kyle and Jordan kind of looking to play a quicker game at the moment, and Jaron and Sam really playing a quite patient game at the moment. The speed does prevail as the 3 seed takes another point away. Quick side out there with 1 point added for our 3 seed. Let's see if the 2 seed can get some points on the board here and tie this game back up. A really good series for Jaron there. Just misses the ball wide. And Kyle and Jordan definitely had the middle covered in that as they both go for that middle ball. Let's check back into championship here. As many of you know, this is the court that is in front of me physically. And their points have just been so good. I mean, everyone's taking their time. They're being very patient, and they're really looking for attacks and counters off of a little bit of a slower game than we're used to seeing, I would say.
Second server.
Couple missed thirds here as we tuned back into this court.
5-4-2.
Oh my gosh, replay that. That was clip it for sure. Oh, wait.
You okay, Al?
I mean,
Everyone, side out.
okay. I think there was a little bit of discrepancy about maybe touching the net, but I don't think he did. And again, really great cover by Zach there to get that ball as Alec is sitting on the court. And oh, they did kind of stop playing. I think something must have been called. Not sure, but a really great point nonetheless by all 4 players. And with the level on this court from all 4 of these players, I truly think this game is going to come down to errors. I think you might see whoever has the most unforced errors as a team might be the ones that don't win this game because the points are looking fantastic.
Side out.
All right. Yeah, I would think so. As Alec mentioned earlier, starting off slow, he's got to bring it back together, I think, to kind of bring this game back in. But they're surviving through it. It's just.
Well, I was laughing because the unforced errors were literally 12-12.
Exactly,
I was like, oh, yeah,
that.
well, good for me, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I thought, wow, she must be watching the monitor.
I wasn't even looking at it. I was looking at the court. Oh, man, that's funny.
I have just a little fun fact to add in here, too. You know, Alec is expecting a 3rd child. His Grandpa Dan came over to me and said that looking at Alex's socks, he just did a big reveal this morning. Yeah.
Oh, exciting.
So it's going to be a boy.
Oh, that's so exciting.
They weren't sure how he was going to do it, and everyone says he don't wear socks like that.
Well,
so congratulations to the
Timmerman
family.
Yes,
Timmerman family.
Very exciting.
Absolutely.
Oh,
wow.
Big shootout is out there. Oh, there's Grandpa Dan. I think he's got one of the grandkids with him already. And again, we are just locked here at a really tight score. We're at 5-5, and I mean, it's continued to stay a very patient game, picking times to speed up the ball, hitting a lot of drop shots, a lot of dinks, and then looking for those pop-ups. So, really exciting game.
6-5-1.
Good placement by Alec there for that put away. Oh, and a nice serve. Almost skipped a little bit. And Nick there as he checks the ball.
7-5-1.
It might be a little crack. They might switch the ball out here. Usually all 4 players have to agree on that. And as Nick checks the ball, it looks like Zach is agreeing with that. So we will go to court 2 really quick. Quick ball change here. And we have a very similar score going on court 2 here as I think it's kind of going to be the same ordeal. It's going to be more of a patient game. I'm going to assume. I haven't watched a ton of this game yet. And it's going to come down to errors. As these teams are so talented. Defense is there, offense is there. So it really just comes down to errors when players are this good and evenly matched.
5-7-1.
And Sam's looking to add a couple as he can't get the ball quite over the net on the return there.
Point. Coming to you, Al.
Wow. So in the middle of that point, Jaron actually did not go for the ATP and instead elected to hit a cross-court point and keep that game super patient and in the dink battle. And it ends up working out for our number 2 seed there.
7-2.
And Jordan, our favorite athletic player, goes there for the Burt and gets the unlucky net tick on it, and Jaron is sitting on it and is able to handle that. Really good shot by Kyle there as he hits that forehand with a very open face and just angles it close to that line and beats Jaron on that line.
Second server.
A little more firepower in that point.
7-5-2.
As Jaron and Sam looked to get to the kitchen line but couldn't quite make it there. Oh, and Sam says, I see you, Kyle. I learned from you, and I will do the same shot as he beats Jordan on the same open-faced line.
6-7-1.
Big overhead from Jaron. He's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to hit a winner here, too. Sam looked like he was trying to slow it down a little bit there, but just couldn't get the ball down enough, and Kyle and Jordan are able to put that ball away and finish off that point.
7-6-1.
Kyle really working Jaron there, keeps with the straight on dinks, and then is able to get that pop up and put away in the finish.
Second server.
Jaron says, not this time. I will go ahead and overhead that one down at your feet as we stay locked up 5-5 here on court 2. Little help from the net there. Big drive from Jordan. Finally breaks the tie. And looks like we might have a discrepancy going on here, but thank you, Joni, our ref, down there on semifinal court number 2. Looking out, as always. Thank you. Sam read that backhand down the line really well. Counters it back to Sam and catches him a little bit off guard as they pull ahead by 2.
Point.
A little more speed again, this time from our number 2 seed, Jaron Fultonowski and Sam Trent, as they get the side out and look to bring it back together.
Second server.
Jaron just misses the line there as he defends another line shot from Kyle. Kyle's hit quite a few line shots in this game, it seems, and it's been decently effective for against when he's lined up with Jaron, who loves his backhand and sits on it. So must be a little deceptive coming from Kyle's paddle there.
Second server.
Big serve from Sam, but Kyle Worthy fends that off and finishes the point at the net there
7-2.
as they get a quick side out. Wow. And Jaron tried to beat Kyle at his own game, but Kyle gets a paddle on it, and their ball goes out, and they pull ahead by 2 again.
8-1.
We've got championship back on the monitor as well in another super tight game. I mean, these games are really high level, really good points, and we're seeing a little bit of everything going on. But you can tell when scores are this close and this long, and teams are getting side outs without getting points consecutively. I mean, that's some good pickleball, guys.
Point.
Of course, as we look at errors on championship here, we're pretty dang close continuously. Oh, wow. Great shot by Alec there. Nick is quick, but is not quite able to get to that one. And the number 4 seed has tied up the game again. There's some speed for you as Zach takes the hands battle there with Sam. Gets a little out of him. Wow, really precision shots from Alec there, just grazing the net almost every time. And just a little air out of Zach there, but they still have another serve. And another great drop from Alec, honestly, that sets up that point there. I mean, Sam had a good look at it, but it a little bit off kilter because of the angle and depth of that drop from Alec. They both looked at each other like, oh, shoot. Really smart play by Sam there to take just enough off of that ball. I mean, he did not swing. He purely blocked it. And it was a very smart decision by him as the 4 seed lets it go. And it does land in. And just like that, we are at 9-10 here. Number 1 seed serving the ball currently. Looking to tie it up at this point. And Alex says nope and hits a great backhand flick. Forces the second serve here coming from Sam Khalid.
Excuse me, 9-10-2. Thank you, Zach. 9-10-2.
Oh, wow. Good eye from Alec there. Big serve from Sam and goes for it again on the drive and just misses wide. Our 4 seed looked to take game 1 here in the semifinals. Good look from Nick. Just overcooks it. And our 4 seed will win game 1 at 11-9. So, wow. Doesn't get much closer than that. I mean, stats look pretty even across the board, honestly. Just a couple more speed ups from Zach, it seems, and maybe that's what prevailed. But we will check in with the stats guys after the conclusion of our semifinal number 1, and they can give us some insight on that. In the meantime, let's go over to court 2. We're coming out of a timeout here, but the game is very close to the end as our 2 seed has pulled ahead, looking to get some more points off of this serve and close out game 1 here. I'll do a quick plug as they're lining up. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not. Just need to get to 500 followers. That's our goal. And it would help us greatly so we can keep putting on these high quality live streams for all of our viewers at home. And missed dink there from Kyle. And the number 2 seed, Sam, serving it up, trying to complete game 1 here. And Jared hits that ball almost a little late because I think he thought it was going to go out, and he hits it anyways, and I think that threw off the other team. So they are able to close out game 1 at another extremely close game. And championship court has already started, so we're going to go there as the semifinal 2 switches sides and gets ready for their next game.
0-0-1.
All right, Nick Romano misses another backhand flick just long again. He's getting a great look at it, but missing it by just a bit. Look for him to hone that in as he has a really good shot there. Sam hits a big drive. First team on the board will be our 1 seed. Sam Khalid serving up the ball. Oh, wow. Sam really took his time and let that ball fall. That was such great footwork because that dink from Alec was nasty. So great ATP and patience from Sam there as our number 1 seed goes up 2-0 in game 2.
2-0, 2.
And Nick goes for another flick down the middle there and is successful on that one as he almost hits it a little off speed. I feel like Alec was expecting it to come a little bit harder. And a nice shot by Nick there. Ooh, I think Nick was baiting that speed up, looking for that counter, but isn't able to convert. And they will have a side out. And so Alec Timmerman here will serve and try to get his 4 seed on the board. And that will do it as Zach takes a page out of Nick's book there and hits a little bit of an off-speed poach. And definitely catches Nick just off guard. Wow, really great point from all 4 players there. I mean, all 4 of these guys are moving each other around to the limits, playing defense, playing offense. I mean, these points are awesome. I feel like the name of this game, and maybe my stats guys can let me know if they agree, is off speed. I feel like a lot of the winners are actually off speed because it seems to me like these guys are expecting the hard ball and that's what they're playing off of. And so anything off speed and well placed, either at the chest, on the chest, or on the feet, seems to be successful. Is that kind of what you guys are seeing too?
Yeah, sorry, Tori, we missed your question.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just saying that it seems like a lot of off-speed putaways is what is being successful in this game because these guys are really used to power and blocking, and it seems like if they're placing it either at their feet or their chest kind of in an off-speed kind of way, that's what has been very effective for both teams.
Yeah, I think, the first game was so fast-paced. I think we're seeing them, and we're seeing so many tough balls come back from these players because they're all so good that it's really bringing them to the next level in terms of their offense and put away. So you got to do more than hit a hard ball down the middle when you see it coming. You got to put a hard shot to somebody's hip, and all these guys make such great contact. It seems to really be working for them.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering. I don't get to watch all of the game. I know you guys are honed in over there. It just seemed to be what I was seeing as an adjustment, especially for the 1 seed, to be hitting a lot more off-speed winners.
Yeah, we get the conversation in between there. Was that a speed up or was that?
Yeah, I mean,
it was kind of a speed up, but
it's like
it really came at him at a slower pace, and
yeah.
it's hard to react to that. So
yeah,
definitely.
it's like a speed off. I don't know.
A speed down.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks, guys.
Not to mention, we're seeing a number of Ernies, a number of ATPs.
They're playing
from this
all
game
corners.
and the last. They're all over the place.
All corners of the court.
Absolutely. And I was caught up in the fact that Alec almost got the behind the back shot. So I was in awe.
A showman at heart,
Absolutely.
always.
You're doing a great job up there, Tori.
Oh, thank you. Our 2 seed is off to a hot start, 5-0 on that court. However, they are in a timeout right now, so we will stay on championship and check in with them after. And that would be a speed up that is also well placed. Coming off of Nick Romano's paddle there as they go up 6-2 in game 2 here. And listen, I don't cheer for anyone, but I will cheer for a game 3. as the number 1 seed looks to bring it there. 7-2 here.
7-2-2. Side out, guys.
Overcooks that one wide as Alec makes a good pickup there. And I think it's a side out. So let's check in on court 2 here. As our 3 seed, down 0-5 right now, serves up the ball and looks to get on the board. And we have an error from Kyle Worthy there, going to second serve.
Second server.
I believe the score is 1-5 now, as it looks like Kyle and Jordan have switched sides. There we go. And again, as I talked about in the previous game, I truly think that when the teams are this good, if there is one team that is just making a little bit more errors, that's what the difference maker is. And we've seen a couple errors from our 3 seed in this game, and the score is reflective of that.
Point.
And Jordan says, you know what? I'm going to speed this ball up and I'm going to play the fast game, and gets in a hand battle with Sam Trent and comes out on top of that one. And that will be another side out. So not much damage done there for the 3 seed. Let's see if they can string together a couple points here and make this a closer game.
6-7-2.
If you want to have hand speed, like Jaron out there who just put away that ball, go and see Jolie at Jam and Stretch and Fitness. She works here out of All In Pickleball Gym in Byron Center. She can help you personal train to get you quicker and stronger. She can stretch you out. She can also do cupping services, so anything you need for recovery or to get your game at a higher level off the court. See Jolie at Jam, Stretch and Fitness. Thank you for sponsoring.
8-6-1.
Back on championship here, as our 4 seed has tightened up the run here against the 1 seed. Wow, and a much faster point all the way through. And our 1 seed will come out on top of that one. As a timeout is called, we will go check in on court 2 here. As our number 2 seed has added another point to the board and created a larger deficit in game 2. And a backhand speed up off of Jaron's paddle there. Kyle isn't quite able to return that over the net. Gives our 2 seed 8 points.
15 seconds. About 40 or 50
But
seconds.
just like that, an error will cause the side out in our 3 seed. The door is open. If they're going to go, now would be a great time to do it.
Time in.
And Jordan almost baits Sam and gives him a little bit of a higher drop and is sitting on that counter. Very effective play for them.
1.
Let's go back to championship as a timeout is called on court 2. Oh, and the body bag from Sam as Zach tries to get out of the way. I think he thought that ball was going long and ended up running into it. This will be game point to bring us to a 3rd game for semifinal number 1.
Second server.
But not so fast as Alec lets that big drive from Sam's paddle go, and it goes long.
10.
Sam gives him a little, why didn't you hit that, Alec? And then he gives Alec a nice high drop to put away on top of it. So the number 4 seed will go ahead and get the side out and serve the ball out. So we have a second server coming up here. See if they can get a couple points strung together here. Try to stop the third game from happening. 2 quick errors from Alec Timmerman there, and we will have a side out for game point coming off of our number 1 seed's paddle. They are looking to push to game 3.
10, 6, 1.
And another missed third. All right. We got to see who wants this. No one wants it right now.
Point game, fellas.
And that point was perfectly constructed there as Nick Romano hits a 80% drive down the line and Sam is sitting on it waiting to poach. We will be going to game 3 on championship court. But for now, the guys will take a break, switch sides, and we'll tune into court 2. As number 2 seed is looking to finish off the number 3 seed here in 2 games. And that's a good way to do it, as Sam gets a nice high backhand put away. Another missed third. Man, if I'm on a court, you better believe someone's missing a third. I feel like that's my MO tonight. Sorry, guys. And that ball goes just deep. But it was a really good read from Kyle there.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, maybe it didn't?
You guys all set?
All right.
You guys all set?
So we have another side out here. Our number 2 seed is serving it up, looking to get to 11 first. Oh, and a good attack there from Kyle as he reads the middle ball, and Sam hits a really good shot that Jordan just quite isn't able to scorpion back over the net, and our 2 seed goes up 10-3 here in game 2. No love from the net on that one, as Sam released his second hand and the ball clips the net and goes out.
Second server. 0-0-2.
The 3 seed puts a stop to the match point off of the 2 seed's paddle.
Side out.
Looks to get a couple points here.
You want to use that ball?
Wow, really good lead from Kyle and Jordan there, and great defense from Jordan as Sam was throwing every spin, misdirect shot he could at him, and Jordan was reading the ball extremely well there.
0-0-1.
Good lead from Sam there as Kyle hits the ball just deep.
Point. Timeout. Come back to 1-0-1. Timeout. Take your timeout. 1-0.
Oh, wow. Kyle goes for the Ernie. It is defended. Jordan helps cover, and Jaron places the ball really well just out of Jordan's reach, which is hard to do. So a great shot from Jaron there to finish off that point and force the side out. Another match point for our number 2 seed. And that will be it. Our number 2 seed will take down our number 3 seed. Jaron Faltanowski and Sam Trent will be our first team entering into our final round tonight. Great playing by all 4 guys. Really fun points. And we will probably tune in and chat with them in a bit here. Let them catch their breath a little bit and see what they have to say about that matchup. Still on a timeout here in championship court, but we are in game 3. switch sides at 6. There is a good shot of some of our crowd sitting over there enjoying some of our concessions. As always, it is free to come watch. If you are in the area, Byron Center, Michigan is where All In Pickleball Gym is located. And free to watch. Food from the concession stand if you're looking for dinner. As always, thank you for tuning into the live stream as well. And subscribe if you have not, please. Super easy to do. You just click the subscribe button on the channel page and you are good to go. It'll help us out greatly. One click helps us out a whole lot. Good leave there from Sam, but a beautiful drop off of Nick Romano's paddle for a third there. Set up a really nice point for the number 1 seed as they go up quickly 3-0 in game 3. Wow, nicely defended there. As Nick decides to drive instead of drop on that one, and Alec is sitting on that ball, waiting for it. A nice little half knee from Nick Romano there. Catches our 4 seed off guard as they go up 4-0 in game 3. Winner of this game will play Jaron Faltanowski and Sam Trent in our finals. And who knows? They're either going to be extra warmed up from playing the 3rd game, or they're going to be tired from playing the 3rd game. Let's check in with Jaron Faltanowski and Sam Trent, our winners of semifinal number 2, technically. Hey guys, it's Tori. Can you talk into the mic? Let me know that I can hear you. I don't think the mic is on, guys.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Let's go.
Really good at pickleball, not so good at mic work, but that's okay. We're here for you guys. Great match. You guys had some amazing points. What did you guys change in game 2 to really put a deficit on your other team as you guys played such a close game 1?
It started in the second half of game 1, and then we just kept going. We just slowed it down, I think, and just quit speeding up balls from the midcourt and started getting all the way in and starting dinking. Can they hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, the same thing as game 1. Just control that tempo. We were very aggressive in midcourt against Kyle and Jordan. You just can't do that. Their hands are too fast. So I ended up going into a little bit more of a soft, patient game, which is where I would say, thrive in that environment. So.
Yeah, we also have Pat and Jeff on. They might have a question for you guys here.
How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Unfortunately, we haven't been able to turn our head much to watch what's going on back there, but congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you think the key was? I might not have heard really what was your, I guess, strategy going into that game?
Strategy, just slow down tempo because we're both good at, especially up at the net, dictating those points that way. The first game, we were swinging a lot through transition against Jordan and Kyle. You just can't do that. So we ended up slowing that tempo down a little bit, setting up our specialties up at the net, started choosing our attacks a little bit more wisely.
Okay.
Is there a team you guys want to see come out of the semifinals that you might match up better against? Not skill-wise, but like play style-wise?
I would say just for familiarity's sake, probably Alec and Zach.
Yeah, fair.
But, I mean, Sam might say it's different because they're both from the other side too. So.
Right. Yeah. I play with the other team a little more than Jaren does, so I think we'll be equipped for whoever we see.
Yep.
Are you guys finding it pretty easy to work together and change strategy within the middle of your game, being a little bit of a newer partnership and not as familiar with each other's games with each other as much?
I mean, Sam's been beating up on me for years, so I know pretty much all of Sam's strengths, so we know how to definitely set each other up, and just that chemistry in general is Yeah, it didn't
And the
take much.
communication on the court's very good.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Between points, we're both open to hearing each other's talks. which
Yeah,
is very
I feel like you guys have a fountain of knowledge together. So great work, guys. Thanks for checking in with us, and we look forward to seeing you on the finals. Good luck.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, and a hi, Mom, from Jaren. Trent. Sam, anything from you?
Do anything from you? Any last parting words?
Hey, Neat. My fiance, I'm Neat. Hi.
Perfect. Thank you, guys, and good luck in the finals. All right. We are back in championship here, looking for the team that is going to go ahead and match up against Sam and Jaren in our final round here. They are looking to win the $800 tonight and the position in our championship final matchup for all the marbles in March 21st.
6-3.
At 6 in game 3, we do get a side change, so an extra timeout for the teams. As our 1 seed will get to 6 first, we will switch sides here, and they will look to finish out the game. Our 4 seed looking to come back here with the side change. Sometimes the side change ends up being a nice little reset for a team that might be down, and they can get a couple quick points off and start a run of their own.
Nick is yes. Yes, you are, Nick. Yes. Guys all set? Here we go, gentlemen. We got 6, 3, 2.
Well, a good shot of Ray, our ref down on championship.
Set out, guys.
Like I said, the side change, I'm telling you,
3, 6, 1.
it's a good momentum changer, to say the least. Oh, lots of net love on that point, and our 4 seed will come out on top as they snag another point here and start to make a run of their own. That ball goes just wide, and Sam looks at Nick and goes, yeah, that was probably going out, wasn't it? But our 4 seed is coming along strong here, looking to tie up the game with this serve. Wow, a great get by Sam there and a nice dink, and such good patience from Alec there as he hits that backhand ATP around the net. Wow, great lead there. One thing I will say about watching guys play, personal preference, love watching women's doubles, but one thing that the guys are really good at doing is moving super quick and hitting a lot more around the posts and ernies than you would typically see in a women's game. So they make for some exciting clip shots, that's for sure.
6, 6, 1.
Just like I said, more ATPs in this game, I swear. Really good patience from Nick there, and Zach is there to cover it, but Nick gets it right down at his feet, and it's just a tough ball.
Second server.
Question on if the call was out, but our refs do watch the kitchen line for foot faults.
Set, gentlemen. Yes, it was.
Huge shout out to Carrie Brooks. Here she is, standing next to Erica. Carrie. She is our head scorekeeper and has done an amazing job for all of our premiere nights, getting volunteers to help her out and keeping the score on lock. It is a really great feature to have live updated scoring. I tell you what, it did not always used to be a thing. So being able to see point-by-point scoring is a huge thing, and we really appreciate all her hard work. Thank you, Carrie. Wow, great lead from Sam there. As Zach hits with a ton of topspin, and it's not always easy to tell if his drives are going to go out or land just on that back line.
Point.
Good take by the 4 seed, just a little bit behind the ball there as they hit it wide, and our 1 seed will go up by 2 points now. Still on their first server. Big drive from Sam. Got a lot of cut spin off of that return and is able to top spin it down and make a really hard drive drop for Alec to pick up over the net. We had 2 players on the other side of the court, and then both of them went the other way. A little miscommunication there, but some great gets and really well-placed shots from our 4 seed.
Point.
Missed return into the net there will make the score 9-6 for our 1 seed. There's a quick replay of that really well-placed ball from Alec. Oh, sorry, 10-6. This is for match point. Oh, and match point will be saved as the dink goes into the net. I thought that was a very patient last match point attempt from our 1 seed.
Second server.
A little bit of frustration out of Alec there as he misses that down the line.
6-10-2.
Big put away from Sam. That's not coming back. He hit that ball with a vengeance. He said, I would like to win this game right now, as that is the side out for the 1 seed, and they will look to win this game on a match point serve coming off of Nick Romano's paddle here. Oh, and the net will help that one out as Nick goes in from the poach and ends up pulling out the win there from Sam's put away off the net. So great game by all 4 guys. I mean, a game 3 with great scores. I mean, those are some really impressive pickleball points. We will have a lot of playback clips off of that game for sure. And our number 1 seed, Nick Romano and Sam Khalid, will take on our number 2 seed, Jaron Faltinowski and Sam Trent. We are going to head down to Pat and Jeff and talk about the stats for this game.
Fast-paced game, a lot of tight shots, a lot of very high-risk, high-reward type shots, and all the players were there for them. But ultimately, Khalid and Romano came out on top in a close match. And Jeff and I were just discussing this. What were the keys to this game? And we were looking through the stats and trying to remember what we saw. And what we decided is the stats weren't very telling themselves. They were pretty even across the board, across, most of the games here. And so, yeah, Jeff was saying that, it really comes down to when you make that error sometimes, not so much how many you make. All the teams had a bunch of winners, had a bunch of great digs, a bunch of nice attacks, but, ultimately it's just how it aligns with your serve and the other team's serve. So
I would agree. I mean, that's really what we were talking about, is that it's just a matter of timing of when those errors, when those mistakes, or even when those winners were taking place. We saw numerous ATPs, numerous E13s, a lot of net cords that were still returned and played, a lot of counter attacks that were just actually defended and countered until a point finally surrendered one way or another. But I think it's a lot to do with timing, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was crazy. Like Tori said, I think there's going to be a lot of great little highlight reels from this match here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Some of these digs that we saw these players pull out were unbelievable.
Yeah. Even to see some of those ATPs, how they were just carved so sharp. I mean,
that one from Sam in particular on the far side there, I've never seen so much shape on an ATP. I thought that would just barely make it, and it was like
3 feet in.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 feet in the court. I
was.
couldn't believe that. Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah. So what are we looking towards here in the next match, Jeff? So we got Jaron Faltinowski and Sam Trent playing against Sam Khalid.
Sam's warming up his ATPs right now. He's hit 3 in a row, so
Yeah, we heard Jaron say in the interview previously that he would have preferred to see the local players that he knows better and plays with more regularly, but Sam is probably of the other opinion, being from the other side of the state with his two opponents here. So yeah, I wonder how this will play into the game for these two.
I think we're going to see a little bit different game. We're still seeing Nick coming out with a little bit of power that I think these guys will receive well. These guys talked earlier that they were playing a smart game at the net instead of really kind of attacking and forcing the ball.
Yeah, I think we're going to see, hopefully it's still just as intense, but I think we're going to see maybe a little bit less fast-paced here. Yeah, I think probably Sam and Jaron are probably looking to keep it extra safe, keep it within the kitchen, keep it low, whereas, I can't speak to Sam and Nick here, but regarding Zach and Alec, they like to get crazy on the court. They like to do these high-risk, high-reward shots. Yep. Yeah, so it should be an exciting championship here. Yep, we're going to send it over with our semifinal champions here for an interview.
Okay, they're looking up to Tori, but we're over here on court one. We got to witness it firsthand, so tell us what you think kind of accredited you guys to that win. Can you hear? You got to flip that switch.
Yeah, I got to
push the button. Not yet.
No.
Red light is on.
Having
all right,
some technical
let's talk into that.
here.
Still can't hear you. I hear him. Bear with us just a second here. We'll get our winners on. Another ATP Sam. Just showing off on court, championship court, waiting for them.
Get fired up while his opponents get cold. It was probably Sam and Jaron that sabotaged this microphone.
I think they might have too. Put some tape over it. There we go. Scott runs down to the rescue.
All right. Can you hear us?
We got you loud and clear now. So I'd ask the question of what do you test that win for? What?
I think just partway through that match, Sam and I were talking, and it just kind of our energy shifted. We tried to be a little bit more aggressive. That first game, I think we were a little more passive, and Sam and I just came in and we were like, let's lose playing a little bit bigger. Be the ones to take more offense here, and I think that was a big thing going into the second game, and then brought our momentum into the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, absolutely well done. Most opponents would probably prefer to not play into Zach and Alex's offense. So for you guys to have that game plan and come through with a win, I think is fabulous. So amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. With Nick, I was just playing way too conservative at the start, and Nick goes, you gotta start picking up a little bit. So as soon as we picked up, we were winning more points when we'd start speed ups. And I'm curious when you go back and look at the stats, how many of those speed ups we started and we won.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's I think where the game changing was. And we both of us are, we cross our hands a lot, so we won that. But I was just playing too conservative. And once Nick goes, let's pick it up, go for it. You miss it. So that kind of confidence when he has in me, I don't mind trying.
I think the key was as well, it's when I started to see you kind of amp it up a little bit, you were crisp, you were clean, you were winning everything. I mean, you were hitting really winner shots, and it was like, wow, that's something we didn't see in that first game, and it really showed really well. So coming into this next game, tell us a little bit of maybe a different strategy or same game. What are you guys looking to change up or to keep on track?
Listen, I listen to Daddy Nick here. So I'll let him call.
Oh man, I think we'll just start the first game and try to make as many balls as we can, and then go from there and kind of see how the other team's playing and go from there. So yeah, we're excited.
I don't think I've seen any match that has had more ATPs, Ernies. If you look at the stats, what everyone else doesn't see here, but even in the first game, 3 successful Ernies. We had ATPs. That one that you carved around the net. Tell me that there was a bigger slice of pizza there than we saw, because I tell you what, that ball looked like it had a banana arc on it.
That's Sam's favorite shot. He's a master of it.
Yeah, that's one of my shots that I really do practice quite a bit too.
Yep.
And I just love it because you can always rip that but I feel like curving it in so much.
Yep.
It's just that sometimes I get carried away where I don't need to curve it. I still try to curve it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite shots.
That was incredible. You had a decent look at that. You were a little further back than you probably would have liked, and I thought you would just barely get it there, and it was like 2 feet inside the line.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I know Sam's been warming his up over here, so I guess you guys are going to be ready for that.
Absolutely.
I think we're looking for a real exciting match, and you got to watch that Tootsie Roll that Jaron has in the middle. I think this is going to be a great match. And to be honest, I'm rooting for 3 games. That's all I can say. I know Tori's probably on the same page with that, but
Always 3 games, guys.
We're getting done a little earlier tonight than we usually do, so let's entertain.
If you have anything to do with it, make it 3, okay?
Sounds good.
Great
All
job,
right.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. I think we're going to send it back to Tori in the booth here as we get ready for this championship game. Match.
Tori, do you have a favorite?
No.
Oh, come on. You got to commit a little bit, right?
I mean, I think it's 2 teams that I haven't seen play together like frequently, right? And
Correct.
then when I'm up here in the booth, truly, I don't get to watch full games. So you guys kind of get to watch who's ever on championship, but I'm kind of watching snippets of every game. So I don't know, like, usually I'm pretty good at being like, all right, this matchup and this matchup. But I will say that I think Sam and Nick play really well together in the fact that Nick has such great slow game shots. And I think Sam can play into that really well, where he also has great slow game shots and then really strong putaways to help Nick finish some of those balls off. And both very athletic players. But at the same time, Sam and Jaron can have, I mean, they've got enough power for anyone, but also are really capable of slowing the game down a little bit. And I'm curious to see if one of the teams comes out really hot and kind of tries to take it to the other team. Not necessarily winning by, like, kind of what we were talking about before, not necessarily winning off the hard ball because all of these guys are so good and they're sitting on counters and their hands are so fast, but maybe winning off of something like that speed down or speed off or however we want to call it, but kind of an off-speed shot that's more well-placed, because I think to beat either of these teams, that's what it's going to come down to.
Right.
And I mean, obviously airs. I don't know which team tonight has made collectively more unforced errors, or I think really with the talent level this high, it's going to come down to game by game.
Yeah. What we talked about earlier, I'm not sure you were on mic at the time, but basically I think it's going to make a difference of when those errors are made.
Yes.
You know, I don't think we're going to see a huge difference in the stats. Just all night tonight, we've seen they're
Very
so
consistent.
parallel, and it's just when they're made. And if they can get a momentum going, I think that's what's going to make a difference.
Yeah, I think these teams can get really hot, both of them. Yeah. And I think if they can play off of the streaks, I think it's going to be effective. Because I've also seen, I mean, all great players, but you kind of get into a lull or a lack of energy. And I've seen all these players kind of be there once in a while. And if you sit in that too long, I mean, the other team's just going to take advantage of you because they're going to feed off of that. Yeah. So I think trying to keep an even keel on the court, maybe a couple, I mean, I love a little like let's go or something, like a little hype up moment. And I think these guys are really even-keeled players, so maybe bringing some of that fire, some of that different outlook will help keep the energy up and keep the focus in the game.
Yeah, seeds 1 and 2 here, and I kind of at first thought Jeff was asking like, how do you choose who to root for? And I've thought about that a lot here. I love all of these players, and for me, it's always who's the most local and well-known to me. If Grand Rapids players are playing Lakeshore players, it's like, screw those Lakeshore guys. But if Jaron, a Lakeshore player, is playing Nancy from Big Rapids, it's like, screw those Big Rapids players. And same with the East Siders here. So at least for me, I got to root for the most local player, and that is Jaron. So.
And he's outnumbered 3-1.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If one of my girls isn't playing, I'm not rooting for anyone. I'm rooting for good pickleball. Okay. Guys mean nothing to me. No, I'm just kidding.
I would really like to see. I'd like to see some good dinking action. I'd like to see some good net play. And
I really like to see well-constructed points.
Yeah,
That's what I'm rooting for, honestly. And if there is a team that is constructing points a lot better, then I want them to win, because I think that is what pickleball in its essence is. I think it comes down to that, and I think if you are outplaying the other team by strategically outplaying the other team, I think you deserve to win, and I will root for that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to be cheering for all good points.
And hopefully it goes like, but pickleball is such a swingy game too.
Yeah,
you
totally.
Know, it's like you can
Swingy.
win. You can you can win
Well,
a game.
maybe
Is Alan still here? Swingy game. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but like maybe you don't construct the points as well, but you have 4 or 5 miraculous saves within points that matter. That's what's sweet about pickleball is crazy things happen, and so I want to see great constructed points, but I also want to see crazy, unfortunate things happen.
Oh, I love some chaos. Listen, I'm here for the chaos. I like to play in the chaos, but
Let's go.
All right. Here we go. Take it away, Terry.
I am excited for a great finals, and with the 1 and 2 seed, we will be getting that. And the winner of this final game will have an entrance into March 21st Premier Night Championship. It will start at 5 p.m. a little bit earlier because we will be doing a mixed event as well as an open division. The winners of each of those divisions, respectively, will get a $3,000 prize. So to be entered, you need to win, or you need to have enough points to be in the bracket, which means you have to be in some finals at some point in time, pretty much. And just like that, we have a super athletic play. Ball goes deep from Nick, though. And that will be on, again, March 21st. Free to come watch, and we will be streaming per usual. So that will be a very long stream, as we are starting a little bit earlier to get all the events in. But look for the highest level of play, as you do have to be a winner to be in that championship.
1, 1, 1.
And just like that, we are tied up in our finals game 1 and 2 seed.
Second server.
Pretty patient point here to start it out, as that's the first one I've actually watched. And I will reintroduce players really quick for those that might be tuning in for just our finals. Just serving the ball there in the long sleeve gray shirt is Jaron Voltanowski. He's playing with Sam Trent in the red shirt. They are the number 2 seed, playing Sam Khalid. He is in the black shirt, just served the ball, and his partner is Nick Romano. Huge play from Sam there as he just comes up and takes over that point. There's a little bit of the chaos that Pat loves coming off of Sam's paddle there. And that ball almost comes to me.
Thank you.
Number 1 seed bringing the power here, and seems to be working right now.
3.
See if Jaron and Sam make any adjustments here to counter this. As Nick gives Sam a little whisper in the ear, since Sam says Nick tells him what to do. Let's see what must have been hit a big serve.
4, 1, 1.
Wow, and a really nice, patient, well-constructed point again from all 4 guys.
5, 1, 1.
Sam's power is really effective right now. It is coming off very strong. And even right there, Nick feeds off of that, and Sam comes in and finishes the ball. So the number 1 seed coming out super strong, a lot of power right now, and working well for them.
6, 1, 1, Sam
And our 2 seed will take a timeout, try to talk things over, maybe adjust their strategy a bit. Good shot of some of our crowd sticking around here for the final game of the night. Court 2 is our 3rd place, 4th place matchup. So if you were looking for Alec Timmerman, Zach Chambers, Kyle Worthy, or Jordan DeWeer, check out Court 2's stream. They are playing for 3rd place, and points matter. Guys, like I said, if you get enough points, you can get into these final brackets here. So
Sam, you guys got 2 timeouts. Jerry got 1 timeout. Time in. 6-1-1. All right, gentlemen.
Trying to get a little
1-1.
more view of the crowd here. But our players just had to be in the way. Almost like this day is about them or something.
Point.
Great drop there. Almost like a speed
7,
drive
1-1.
drop. I like to call those drive drops. Oh,
Second server.
Nick wanted that one bad.
7-1-2.
Oh, I
Settle, guys.
love the lob take, and it was so soft, but just a little too long, and we will get a side out at 7-1 there. 1 seed with a large lead.
Second server.
But let's see
1-7-2.
if our 2 seed can get a couple on the board here. Nick said, you know what? I'm going to get this earning eventually, whether it takes me all 10 points in the game or not.
2-7-2.
There he goes. And it works. Good cleanup from Sam, but Nick does complete his Ernie. We'll give him half a point. Wasn't really a winner, but he did it. He tries to go for it again. Really great counter there. Sam was definitely sitting on that. Maybe a little bit of familiarity with Jaren's shots on that one, as he was kind of waiting on that ball. Just some huge serves from Sam right now that are really setting up the pace and the tempo of these points
9-2-1.
and allowing the 1 seed to play really athletic. Little love off the net there. Jaren does a sorry not sorry wave. But the 1 seed does still have their second server. We had Sam looking for the Ernie, then we had Nick hitting the Ernie, and then Jaren finishing off Nick's Ernie, and in a very well, beautifully placed shot that Sam just couldn't cover. So our 2 seed will get a side out, and let's see if they can string together some points here. And some more love from the net for Jaren. And they will start their run.
3-9-1. Point.
That one doesn't need any love from the net. Jaren beats Sam down the line there in a really well-placed shot. Good shot of him, playing with the Revlin paddle.
Four, 9-1. Point.
That counter goes out, but I will say our number 1 seed seems to be looking for these counters.
5-9-1.
And our 2 seed is just hitting a better shot at the moment.
Point.
I feel like a timeout could be beneficial here for our 1 seed, but they elect not to take one. Grind it out.
Second server.
And it is effective in that moment.
6-9-2.
Oh, wow. Great talk on the number 2 team side. Sam lets Jaron know that ball is in. Jaron is able to put that ball away. Nick has a great get on it, but it goes just out. Really good eye from Jaron there, as we have a pretty consistent pattern showing up here with Jaron hitting the third to Nick, Nick hitting it back cross to Jaron, and then Jaron hitting some backhand slice dinks that have been giving them some pop-up shots and a little adjustment there. So see if they continue with some of these patterns or if our 1 seed will change it up. The power was working for them earlier, as they've really sat down in a slower game here, as our 2 seed has really been controlling the tempo as they've gone on quite the run. Great shot of our 1 seed there, chatting it out. All right, so just like that, our 2 seed is back in the game. We are looking for them to tie it up on this serve right here. Coming off of Jaron Faltanowski's paddle. Coming to Nick Romano. And that same pattern again gets them to 9. Feel like maybe changing up your return from the other side might be effective. And that is a change up. And that does work. Really great run from our 2 seed as they are right back in it. Tag ball game, my friends. Good lead from Sam there. Ball goes long from Nick, but he will still get a chance to serve. Try to pull ahead here. Really great drop from Nick there. That was deceivingly low and hard for Sam to get underneath and pick up. Really good idea from Sam, but just misses it wide because of the net. And our number 1 seed will take game 1, 11-9. What a close game, though. I mean, a huge run from our 2 seed. They were down by a lot and found a pattern that really worked for them and sat in that pattern and really set up some great points for them. Let's head down to Pat and Jeff and see what they have to say as far as the stats go for game 1.
Yeah, I mean, the stats seem not too far off from one another. You know, we had a comparable number of errors and winners and speed-ups, and at least what I saw in the match, it seemed like Romano and Khalid came out firing. They tried to dictate the pace of this match. They came out really hot despite limited warm-up there after our extended interview. And they really drove the pace. I think it took Trent and Faltanowski a minute to adjust, but once they did, they got right back into the match, brought some pace of their own, managed to dictate the points a little more themselves. So they had some great momentum there at the end, but Romano and Khalid were able to eke out a couple of points to win it there. So, yeah, should be interesting. Anything to add, Jeff?
Not much, no. I think that was a great – I think we saw it. It was a flex of muscle coming in, and then they had it come back at them. And it really was taking charge, and it was once again we talk about momentums, and they had momentum coming in, and they kept it for a while, but they couldn't run it all the way to 11. And then that 9-2 or 9-3 comeback, 8-9, 9-9, it just it was a great match. I mean, how closer can you get 9-9 in an 11-9 win? So.
Yeah, and again, a good number of Ernies there, and Ernie attempts in that game. So. All right, yeah, we're going to send it back to Tori.
What's the over and under for Ernie's this main? I'm going to say 5.
That was what I was going to say.
It's going to be 5.
Yeah.
Completed or attempted?
That's for both teams, though. Okay,
it's such a close match, though. I wonder if we see less of that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say 4.
Okay, all right. We'll see.
All right, back to you, Tori.
Ooh, Oh, Sam tries to leave that just a little too late. And I was going to say, I mean, I think these guys were really taking to heart my game 3 thing. They were just really trying to really just grind it out as much as they could. So appreciate it, guys. Not only do we want game 3, we want game 3 where all of the points are like 10, 12, 11, 9, you know, like no free lunch here, guys.
0-0-2.
Another just massive serve from Sam. He has really been crushing these serves tonight. Nick goes, what was that? He had such a controlled block there and then tried to attack it, but just quite couldn't get over the ball. And the side out goes to the 2 seed as they look to get their first points on the board here. Good little chicken wing there. Gets them their first point, and we are tied up at 1.
1-1-1.
There's an Ernie.
Point.
Count it. However, the next shot goes long,
2-1-1.
and our 2 seed will take their first lead of the match. Oh, really good spot by Nick there. Just trying to place it instead of power it through, and it ends up being really effective for him. There's another Ernie. Count it. And a nice point for the number 1 seed as they get the side out there. Rewarded for a good setup.
1-2-1.
Look to tie the game up. Good miss from Nick there as he does take a swing at that ball and misses it. Sam coming over and taking some court from his partner to help him out get to the line faster there. Wow. 2 big balls off of Sam's paddle, and Jaron hits a great shot using Sam's spin right at his feet as he's moving. But we are tied up here in game 2.
Side out. Two, 2-1.
Oh, man. And then we have another... We have some people in our chat. You know, they decided that they'd rather be in the chat instead of helping me out tonight. But, you know, last names have been used quite a lot tonight. So if you have any confusion on who players are, I will try to remind everyone of who's playing as I can.
4-2-1.
I will say a lot of times if I do use a player's first name, they typically are the one finishing the point or hitting a great shot. So you can also kind of follow along from that. In a Sam versus Sam battle, Sam in the black shirt comes out on top. And that would be Sam Khalid.
2-4-1.
Good leave there.
3-4-1.
As to be expected. Very close game here to start 2. Oh. Wow. Sam gets to that down the line flick somehow. What a great get from him. But Nick is still sitting on it, expecting that ball to come back, and is able to put it away across court. Oh. Good eye from Sam. Jaren just isn't quite able to get out of the way as he gets tagged. And another point will go to our 1 seed as they take the lead here. There's another Ernie from Nick. Sam just isn't quite ready to cover that, and we are on to second server here. As we have seen Sam hit some monster serves, I have also noticed he is a great lob server and does this often as he throws that in and sets up a really great point for his partner to hit a line shot. Sam was trying to get Sam Khalid was trying to get Sam Trent there, and Sam Trent causes him to hit it in the net there, force the air. All 4 players laughing at that one.
4-6-1. Too many lines on his paper. 4-6-1, gentlemen.
Making sure the score is correct. So many net cords in this game. Wow, that needs to be clipped. Nice backhand flicky from Sam Khalid as he finishes that point. And a really heated exchange from all 4 players. A little bit high there. Couldn't tell if he was looking for the counter or not, but Sam Trent does a really good job at hitting that ball down at the feet and is able to finish that. Oh, and there's some fire that we were talking about, and the crowd is clapping. We love to see it. People getting into it, but you know what? My number 1 seed promised me game 3, so we'll see what happens here. And there's that off-speed flick trying to get that counter there, and it works out really well from him. And again, doesn't have to hit the ball hard to finish that shot. Just hits another off-speed ball and gets there. Another Ernie. Wow, what a point. Sam Khalid playing out of his mind right now. I mean, the resets, the counters. He is looking really good right now, and you saw his fire. He had a big scream a couple points ago, and it is just really helping him out.
Point, timeout, come back, it's 9-5-1.
Sam Trent and Jaren Faltanowski will call a timeout here as the 1 seed pulls away just a little more than they would like as they try to re-strategize and figure out how to slow Sam down because he is on fire right now. Good shot of Nick's carbon paddle. And we are using the Neon Dura tonight for the Thursday premiere night. That is what we have been using for all of the Thursday premiere nights, including the championships, which will be on March 21st. Mixed division and open division, both playing for $3,000 cash prize. The winner tonight will be automatically entered into that championship open division. So I think all of our open division teams have been men this year. So I think the women will play in the open division as well. We had 2 women's events, so I think they will be mixed in there some way.
Yes. Time in, fellas. We've got 9, 5.
Close up of Nick Romano here as he is serving to get them to 10. And Sam, again, just hits a really well-placed shot there and then sticks to it as he notices Jaren is a little off balance. This is for a championship point.
Second server.
And the third doesn't quite make it, but they get a second shot at it.
Set out.
And a quick yes out of Jaren as they stop match point there
5-10-1.
and look to make a run of their own here. Ooh, that ball was, I think, closer than some of them thought it was going to be. But it does go just out. So we will be at second serve with our 2 seed looking to make a little run of their own still.
5-10-2. Set out.
Tough net clip there. Jaren tries to pull that ball down, but isn't
10,
quite able to
5,
get
1.
around it. So we are at championship point number 3 attempt. Wow, Sam Trent with some amazing saves there to keep them alive and force the second serve. Incredible point.
Set out.
And that will be another side out. So the second seed gets another shot at it here.
5-10-1.
Make a little run of their own. Try to get to 10 at least.
Point.
And that's a good start at it.
6-10-1.
Wow. The top spin that
serve.
Sam was able to put on that backhand dink was gnarly.
6-10-2.
I mean, really great shot from him. But it's a little net love from the 2 seed, and here they come.
7-10-2. Set out.
I don't know if we count that as an earning or not. That was like a halvesy.
10, 7.
But a really great move from Nick nonetheless as he gets the side out and looks to win the game here, or match, sorry.
Point game, Dylan.
And that will do it. What a great match played by all 4 players. Our number 1 seed, Sam
game, guys.
Khalid
Real
and
good
Nick
game.
Romano, have taken the win tonight in episode 13. And we will head down to the
good game,
stats guys as they will recap what they saw in this championship match.
Thanks, Story.
Thanks, Tori. Well, we didn't go to game 3, but that was very entertaining, definitely. I think 11-9, 11-7. That's a pretty good match. Looking at the stats once again, quite interesting. I think, as you mentioned early on, I think in the finals, it showed that errors played a major factor here. Let me switch take that away, Pat. I'm going to switch the overlay to see the combined. What we do in our stats, we do each match separately, and then we combine them at the end. And
Yeah, as far as game 2 there, I think we saw an uncharacteristic number of errors from Faltanowski and Trent, and that's not to take anything away from Khalid and Romano. They were bringing it. They were everywhere. Like Tori was talking about, Sam was just on fire with all this crazy offense, from below the net at the edge of the court. He was just converting all of these shots, all of these high-risk, high-reward shots, and it was working out for them. And maybe they were just a little unprepared for that level of firepower, or maybe it just wasn't their game. But, man, Khalid and Romano just bringing it there. And with the Ernies and stuff, too. We saw a lot of net cords in that game. I think
A lot of net cords.
Yeah, we're showing 8 net cords, but only 1 winner among them. So.
the number was 4 for Ernie's, so we had 4.5
right?
at the end.
4.5,
but,
so that's like the best of both of you. It's literally your guys' average.
Exactly.
Like, what happens then?
I think we each get a free hot dog.
Do we got you guys on now?
You deserve it.
We
Yeah,
can
we can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Congrats, guys.
I don't think they can hear
They're
us.
playing with the mic. You guys
Oh,
got
yeah?
a problem with that. We're just sabotaging you guys. We just can't.
Can you hear me, Nick?
Might have to play with that jack.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. Yeah. So we'll talk loud, right? Congratulations, guys. We got some technicians coming down there to help them out.
Let me go.
The guys can't hear us. They don't have any monitor, so. Great job once again. Just bring it over here. We'll talk face to face, right? We'll talk face to face. Hey, congratulations, guys. Great play. I tell you what.
Nothing.
All right. We'll just take them out and we'll talk, right? Yeah, we're right here. I think I can if I bring this out with me. Yep. Cool. All right. Congratulations. Here we go.
Little improv here as we
sorry
get this
about that.
figured out. We're going to get the final
You can grab one of these if you
winners
wanna hear
here, talking to Jeff and Pat, and hear
we
what they
set a
have to
battery
say
up.
about this win.
They got it.
We're just going to do this right face to face, right? So I think you got a mic. Kind of came out hot. You came out firing, kind of taking control. Is that kind of what you decided to do, or is that just happened?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to take serve off the gate, and then, we went big, just applied pressure right away, and I think we went up like 5, was it A0? Maybe A0 the first game, Sam's saying, and yeah, from there we had momentum, and we just wanted to keep the pedal to the floor, and it was working for us, so yeah.
What happened, you think, when that change of momentum came back? It was 9-2 at one point in time. Came back to 9-9. How did that happen?
Yeah.
I think, when you're up a little bit, you just become relaxed. We start having a little bit more fun. We had more smiles than we had smiled throughout the whole day. I was turning around and laughing, and so we just got distracted a little bit. And they're one of the best teams on the court, and Jaren's won multiple times. So kudos to them for coming back. They had us for a little bit. We were kind of on the bad side of the ball there for a minute.
I think what I noticed, really what showed to me is you guys are doing a lot of strategizing back here, talking, communicating to one another. I think it's important in any team, but you guys had confidence. I mean, it was really showed that you were playing with confidence. When you play with confidence, you can play a little more freely. You can play, take some shots that you normally maybe just be a little more reserved. But I saw you guys just going after shots, and I think that played a difference.
Yeah, I've played with quite a few players, and they all are good in their own way. They all have, but Nick for some reason has something for the strategy. I was counting on him, and he was seeing things that I didn't even know were there. So I'm like, what? I played with this guy for so long, and I don't even know about, and you're so following his lead.
So share a couple, right? I saw you over here whispering. Give us a couple.
I was just talking about where to keep the return and things like that. Who was making a little more errors and taking more chances. I was uncomfortable taking more chances, but then he goes, take them. You miss them, you miss them. Just take more chances. So yeah.
Daddy Nick keeping up the encouragement. Yeah. Sam, you definitely hit a hot streak there. We were wondering if you could miss for a while there in game 2. You were just hitting all these crazy shots and not great looks at the ball. Sometimes you'd have it below the net on the edge, jumping over the corner, and you were still just bringing it. So yeah, it was a crazy match to see.
Tell me just a little bit about your grip. You use a continental grip?
No, Eastern.
Eastern grip. Yeah. So I noticed a lot of those shots are coming from nowhere. It's like, where did that shot come from? And it was just below the net. It's like that really made a difference in my opinion, putting a little bit different pressure on it.
Yeah. I've always held Eastern grip, and I won't change grips all the time, but I'll change grips during some of the shots. Especially when I have two hands on, and I think it's a tennis thing. Yeah. I don't know. You use the left hand to change grips a little bit here and there, but just based on the shot. But kudos to my drilling partner Fadi for drilling and letting me get comfortable. He drilled with me for 2 hours today. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
Getting confidence off the court so that when you're playing, you don't have to sit there and think about this.
Absolutely.
We want to know what they're spending the money on.
On that note, I got to give a shout out to my drilling partner too, Bella. We were out at where I work at the country club, and she was moving me side to side, so I got my pregame workout in. But no, Sam was a blast to play with. We've been wanting to do this for, a couple months now, and we were just happy to be able to get the last men's match in here, and happy to be able to do it with him. So it was good to be out here.
That's awesome. So the viewers want to know, what are you spending the grand prize on this time?
Go ahead, Nick. Oh man, I don't know if I've thought that far in advance here.
Is this like a 50-50 split, or you guys?
I may have to pay him,
Yeah, right.
to play the next one, next big one, the one that's on March 21st.
Okay.
Here's your money,
In hot
Daddy.
demand, so I don't know.
No, I haven't thought that far in advance. Maybe a flight to somewhere warm here. Who knows?
I have no clue.
We really appreciate you guys
Taking it up to the booth.
What a nice facility. Really thanks to Scott and his group, for running the season. Sometimes we run a little bit short. Yeah. I think Alan might be actually part of Laugh Fest this week, so he left Tori in the booth by herself, but he's calling in laughing as he's broadcasting.
He's trolling the chat right now. So yeah. Well, congrats, guys. Thanks so much for joining this event and playing such fantastic matches. It's been a real pleasure to watch. So yeah.
Thanks a lot for having us.
So are you guys paired up for next week? Or?
I don't know. Can you wear a skirt and?
Maybe I'll throw a wig on. You never know. I mean, I might be down for that. We'll see.
You can't play with the same partner. I think there's a rule. Man, so.
I'm signed up with Monica currently. She's in California, so I'm on the list. I need a partner, so we'll see if I decide to make the trip out or not. Still kind of deciding. So yeah. Yep. But yeah, thanks to you guys for being here and All In Pickleball Gym. This place is sweet and always a blast.
Yeah. Right on.
Thank you, guys.
So,
yes.
I don't know, you didn't hear it earlier, but we had an over and under for the earnings of the last game, and it was 4.5. That last little jump one we kind of counted as a maybe, but it was 4.5. But always entertaining, definitely, guys.
This guy is like an Ernie king. I don't know how he does it. Like, by the time it goes into my head that that's going to be an Ernie, he's already done it to come back.
At one time, we saw Sam go to Ernie on that side, and you Ernie on this side.
Yeah.
It was like, who's going to hit who? Very good.
No, it's fun. It's good stuff.
Well, great. Well, we appreciate you guys coming. We're going to go back up. Anything left, Tori?
Nope. Great playing, guys.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Drive careful.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to episode 13 of Thursday Premiere Night, hosted at All In Pickleball Gym. Our winners tonight were our number 1 seed, Nick Romano and Sam Khalid. They played a great game, a great match, and all of our players tonight, thank you for coming out. Thank you to all of our volunteers and our sponsors. And next week, we have our final event before the championships. That will be a mixed event. So same time, same place, Thursday night. We will be here streaming for you guys, mixed, at the last chance to get into the championships on the 21st. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you have not subscribed and you're still here, please click subscribe, turn on your notifications. You'll know when we are live, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Welcome to All In Pickleball Gym, the first dedicated indoor pickleball facility in Grand Rapids, featuring 5 full-sized indoor courts and 2 trainer courts that feature a professional outdoor pickleball surface. 16-foot full enclosed ball containment nets on every court will ensure that you will never have to yell ball again. Looking to level up your game? Join any one of our leagues, drill sessions, or training clinics scheduled throughout the week. Industry lighting, online booking, key code access, custom training courts, and players lounge are just a few of the amazing things about All In Pickleball Gym. Come check out our facility in Byron Center, Michigan at 400 76th Street, Byron Center, or visit our website at allinpickleballgym.com.